What's going on, guys? Tickfaw River time. Life my way. It's hot. The sun ain't out, thank God, but it's still hot out here. Casting some worms out, trying to catch a couple catfish. I'm not gonna keep them, obviously, but I like to catch them. Just didn't feel like being at work today, so left early. Come out here on the river. Me and my girlfriend come here and fish all the time. She catches more than I do. I don't mind. I just like being out here. Check around. Water's kind of moving. You would think it'd be high with all the water we've been having, but everybody else's water's up. Tangipahoa River's up, Amy's up, and the Albany River's up. Tickfaw looks like it's down. I don't understand how that happens, but it does. But it's one of the spots I like coming to, listening to the noise, which ain't much of it. Just animals, birds. Quiet. I like it quiet. Hear the birds? I don't have a mic. I'm good with that. What comes out, what comes out. I think I had a bite, not sure. It don't matter, I'm not gonna catch anything. I never do. My brother was we used to call him the fish whisperer. We could be fishing he'll be fishing there, I'll be fishing here, I won't catch anything. He'll walk back there with the same exact bait, cast right next to my line, and tell me, watch this. He'll catch a fish, and again, and I'm in the same spot with the same bait. He would tell me I wasn't holding my mouth right. That was my big brother. Well, he was a little guy. He's about 5'1". I'm 6'1". But we used to go fishing some. Not a lot, but we used to go fishing some. Probably more when I was a young man. He used to take me. But as we got older, we only went a few times. Him and his wife went fishing all the time. And they caught fish. They went for catfish. They went gars, big gars, small, just everything. They caught it all. They went out of Man Shack and fished all over there. I just like it right here because it's easy to get into my boat from the Tickfaw Marina. Open the door, step on my boat, crank it up, go out. When I get ready to go back in, I just pull right on in, unload my stuff, lock the door, I'm done. Next time, open the door, get back in the boat, roll out. So it might cost a little bit every month, but I think it's well worth it. I do need to take it out this year and clean the hull because it's going a little bit slower now. It used to go, it ain't fast. It used to go like 15, 16 miles an hour. I might be going 10, 11 miles an hour. So I think it's got a little extra weight on it. Besides me. But get back with you later. It's Life My Way with Mark. Hey. Oh, while I was talking to you, something stole my worm. Probably a little bit of catfish. Got another one on there. Try it out, see what happens. Sometimes I'll lay right here on the back of the boat if I brought a sandwich. I only got a candy bar today. Candy bar and a Diet Coke. Just chilling. Just a few minutes ago, they had a party barge go by. It was a nice party barge. It was blue, had a lot of people on it. I wave at everybody. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Usually, I know before I wave if they're gonna wave back or not. Oh, got a fish. Oh, had a bite. I know if they're gonna wave back or not. Because it's kind of like when I had a motorbike. I had a little crotch rocket probably in 2000. Ooh, something's jumping. When the Harley guys passed by, they would never. Oops, sorry. They'd never wave at you. They would just frown at you. It's kind of the same way out here when you got a nice boat. When you got a nice, let me turn this off. When you got a nice boat, they don't wave at you. I'm in a hoopty. I love my hoopty though. You know, I don't need all that fancy stuff. I like what I got. But like when I'd ride my, I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but when I'd ride my Harley, I'd be going down the road, I'd wave at everybody. And the guys with the, when I ride my cross rocket, the guys with the Harleys would never wave at you. Because they're better than you. Same way on the river. You got them big fancy boats. I don't even come down here when that shit's going on for the like Tickfaw 200. I'm just me. I wave at everybody. I'm nice to everybody. But beings, they got all that fancy stuff. They can't wave at somebody like me because I'm way beneath them. And guess what? I'm okay with that. I think I'm a good person. I'll wave at you. I'm glad they got that big bill. I don't need that, you know? If that makes them happy, I'm happy for them. I don't have to have this fancy rod and reels and stuff. I mean, this is, to me, this is expensive, but I looked at some the other day. Just the reels, $200-300. Yeah, I'm not like that. This whole setup that catches fish just like the other one does, I guess that might do a little bit more things than mine does. This is $60. And I'm shocked I spent $60 on it. I don't never take, I got like 6 of them over there. I just keep buying them as they start messing up. I just buy another one. That might be why I don't buy the most expensive one. Theirs probably lasts a lot longer than mine. But hey, if it makes them happy to spend that money on that reel, I'm not mad at them. I like mine. Check you later. I'm going to do clips, add them all together, make you a little video. This is Mark from Life My Way. Check it out. Hey guys, probably said it before in another video, but I don't have many, so maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I look at some notes, but I bought this boat, I guess it was 2014 or 2015. I paid $3,500 for the boat. The seats, they look like they tried to redo the seats themselves. I bought new seats for it. I think back then, I spent about another $1,500, $2,000 on the seats. But I bought the party bars for $3,500. So basically, it was buy a motor, get a boat free. So the motor, now, if I had to replace the motor, $7,000, I think. So basically, it's like buy the motor, get the boat free, I guess. So that was pretty cool. I don't need a fancy boat. I was looking at the Gator Track boats. Them are nice. They go fast. They go in and out of the swamp and stuff. Hadn't really done much of that, so not really sure if I'm interested in that or not. But 35, 40 grand just gets me down the river. This gets me fishing, just like that. So I really don't need a fancy boat. Tickfaw River's good enough for me. I don't really need to travel. If I want to, I can probably borrow a boat. You know, this boat here, I can set in other videos. I can not crank it for 2 years. Put a hot battery on it. A couple minutes, I got it going. Smokes a little bit, but then it goes away. And I call the boat a hoopty because it's like an old car. It's a hoopty. But then when I first got it, my dad, as a kid, my dad had a boat. It had the name My Jean on it, and my mom's name Imogene. So he named it after my mom. So that was one of the first things I did. Is I got some stickers. I'll show you them later if I haven't already showed you. I'll show you them later. It's just old hoopty party barge, but it makes, every time I look at it, makes me just think. That's my thinking about my mom, because my dad had one as a kid. So it makes me happy. So that's why I call it My Jean. So hopefully me and my Jean stay until I'm gone. I'm 58 years old, and I just enjoy this. Catching fish, no fishing. The lady at the store, I bought the worms. She said, some of them are frozen there. I said, it ain't gonna matter. I'm only gonna use probably about 5 or 6 of them, and I usually just throw the rest of them away. Because I'm not out here just to. I don't even have ice chest on my boat. I don't have none. Never do. You know, I had a bucket. Had a little bucket with a porta potty seat on it. But I came out the other day, and I don't know, it must have got hot. It cracked. I had a hole in it. I told my girlfriend, I said, Stephanie, good thing we didn't have to use the potty because that thing had a hole in it. She said, what? So, might have a bite. Nah, what would make me think I would catch a fish? See you later. Make another clip. This is Mark from Life My Way. Check it out. Reason I'm doing this, I turn these into little shorts. Was talking about my mom a while ago and the boat and my gene and all that. As a kid, we never had a lot, but we never did without. My mom and dad worked hard. Me and my brother, at the time, my older brothers and sisters are gone. Now it's just left. I have two brothers that are passed, and my sister's alive, and me and Dean are my mom and dad's kids together. You know, I have half brothers, but we never said half or anything like that. As a kid, growing up, like I said, we never had a lot, but we never did without. If that makes any sense. You know, my friends, most of my friends all had money. I never had money. I do okay, but I've never really had. My mama would cook beans on Monday. You know, everybody eats beans on Monday. Guess what? We ate them till they were gone. Mama made a big pot, and we might have ate them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we didn't complain. We had something to eat. We might have had spaghetti on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We had rice and gravy. We had rice and chicken and rice. We always had food. I've never been hungry. They never had a lot. You know, my dad was disabled for years, and the VA, the medicine he had just ate of his check. You know, and then one day somebody said, well, wasn't you in the military? Why don't you check out the VA? 20-something years later, go figure. The VA takes care of all that. I guess my dad just didn't know, or he didn't talk to the right people. But poor boy, most of my family's from the Tallbenny. Poor boy from Ponchatoula. We lived in the same little house the whole time, probably 13 years in Ponchatoula. Hell, I thought we owned the house. We didn't own the house, we rented the house. You know, one thing about my parents, they loved everybody. They was always good to everybody. I think about them all the time. I wish I had spent more time with them. My mom and dad. You know, I try to spend time with my kids. I do. I see them every day. I don't want them to feel the way I feel. Where I miss the times to spend with them. You can't get time back. This might be why I came out here, because I can just talk. You can't get time back. They have their families. I know they're busy. You know, my mom and dad both died in my house. Hospice, my mom, and my dad had surgery on his neck when he was 80. And I don't think he lived maybe 2 months, and he died at my house. He lived with me after my mom died. He lived with me for over 10 years. Best 10 years. I just wish I would have spent more time with him and not worried about drinking, girls, just going out, being stupid. Stuff that doesn't matter. So, I'll get back with you. This is Mark from Life My Way. I think I got it back right. I think I'm back. I'm a big guy, 6'1", over 300 pounds. Uh-oh, had a bite. 6'1", over 300 pounds. I ain't scared to cry. My kids know I cry. When I'm sad, I cry. I've had maybe 3 or 4 panic attacks this past year, and I don't know where they're coming from. I've never had a panic attack before. Honestly, that might be another reason why I trying to start this channel. That way I can say the things I need to say and just try to figure things out. You know? Oh, I did have a bite. Let me go get my worm. Did you see any fish jump up? Don't y'all love it? Maybe you don't, but I'm not fancy and I'm not going to do a bunch of editing. That seems like that's not me. And if the algorithm don't pick it up or like it, I'm good. Because I'm just me. I wouldn't mind catching a fish. Be a strange thing, but you know, we'll try it out. But my parents were just great people. My kids all have kids, like I was saying. I just don't want them to, and I'm not trying to do this and make them see it and wish they'd spend more time with me, because we do spend time together. It's just not the same, I guess. I don't know. But when they were kids, they saw me, I was out. My daddy lived with me. He would watch the kids. I'm gone. Saturday night, I'm gone. But I don't know. It's maybe as we get older. Hell, I'm 50, like I said, I keep saying I'm like 58 years old. I'm really 57. I don't know why I keep saying I'm 58, but I guess it's because it's so close. And that's just, I don't know. I've always done that, I guess. Because after 6 months, hell, you're already 58. You're almost 58 years old. You know? I'm bouncing around again, I guess, but I'm not rich on dollars. I'm rich on life. I'm gonna catch a fish. I believe it. You know? I moved into that box truck. Like I said. Bought it, built it, moved into it, love it. Freedom. I can come out here every day after 1 o'clock. I got a stick. I caught my first one. See my first catch of the day? That's normally. Usually I'm in a tree though. This time it was under the water. But I bought the box truck because of freedom. Watching them guys on TV. I was like, dude, that's me. That's right up my alley. I'm all about that. I don't think I'm lazy, because when I'm working, I'm working. You know, my son has a shop also. I'll leave my shop, go to his shop, and try to help him. But 9 times out of 10, he won't let me. I have a friend that's got a boat that he always has trouble with it. And I was talking to his girlfriend the other day. I am rambling. I'm bouncing all over the place. But as it comes into my head, I'm gonna give it to you. But every time I crank this boat up, I'm like, man. And if they see me or hear me or whatever, they know about it being cranked up. He said, well, Marc's boat cranks no matter what he does to it, and that sucker's right. I don't mind. I might not come back for a month or 2 years like I did last time, but I still paid the note on it to be parked in the marina, and we went from that. But Lance would be like, Marc's boat cranked again, and I don't know. Let me stop bouncing around right now. This is Marc, Life My Way. What my dad taught me about life, and my mom. As a kid, we'd go to my aunt and uncle's house. No matter what was going on, who was there, we wouldn't get to play outside. First off, they would say, when you get there, you don't want nothing, you don't need nothing, and don't ask for nothing. There's a water hose on the side of the house if you want something to drink while you're playing. It was pitch black outside. Okay. And what my mom and dad taught me is you go inside, you hug everybody. You hug every adult in that house. You talk to them, and then once you made your rounds around the house, it's just the way we were raised. You get to go outside, and then you can play. And then guess what? When you got ready to leave, you did the same thing. Whoever was left there, you made sure that you talked to them. I don't think families do that anymore. Hell, mine might have been the only one. But we had to hug everybody there, talk to all the adults, do our thing. And I think my dad and mom instilled that in me, because every time I see my kids and my kids see me, or we always hug. If I see them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I get a hug every day. I get a hug every day from each one of them. That's just the way it is. Just the way we were raised, you know. And I don't see where anything's wrong with that. My parents, I hugged them every time I saw them. I wish I could hug them right now. My mom's been gone. Justin's 25 years old. She's been gone 20 years. She died at 71 years old. My dad died at 80. He's been gone 10 years. I think this April will make 11 years, I think. I know the date. He died April 28th. My mom died on Justin's birthday, my youngest son's birthday. On his 5th birthday, she passed. And, but I hope it don't ever stop. Every time I see my kids, I hope they want to hug me. You know? Have good kids. I think I have a good family. Me and her mom ain't together. We've been divorced longer than we were married, but we get along great. If I see him, she'll talk to me. But we haven't. I don't think she has any hatred toward me. I don't have any hatred toward her. And it helped us co-parent the kids. You know, they even like people like like my son's coworkers are like, just amazes me how y'all get along. Why have a problem? Why be an ass? You know, I'm sure it wasn't always great, but hell, that's been over 20 years. Why? We get together for the holidays, you know. Well, before we do it at my house, her house. I don't have a house now. If they all want to fit my little box truck, they can all come over. We can have a whole big ass party. 128 square feet of grandkids running, her boyfriend, my girlfriend, all running around a box truck, having a great time. This is Mark, Life My Way. It's crazy, y'all. Why I chose happiness over impressing people. I've had the big houses, I've had the cars, trucks, this hoopty party porch. I don't need all that. I don't care what people think of me. I've always felt that way, honestly, but as I get older, I don't give a shit. I'm happy in my own skin. I've heard that before, I guess. I do me. I do what I want to do. And I don't mean to offend anybody or hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm always going to be me. You know? Making memories over making payments, showing off. I don't need brand new shit. I don't like old cars. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope my Jeep lasts me a long time. I got right at 100,000 miles on it. I hope it lasts me the rest of my time, because I really don't want to buy another one. Oh hell, I ain't gonna catch no fish because I ain't ever looking at it. There's a fish right there. I thought it was a lily pad. My life is smaller, but it's bigger. Does that make sense? You know, I need to start really saving though. I go out and eat a lot, and that costs a lot of money. But it's fine. I ain't got to cook. I ain't got to clean, so all that's good. So I just plan on just making memories when I can. You know, what's the saying? I'll never be rich, but I'm rich in life, rich in memories. You know, I told y'all in one of my shorts, I think, or one of my videos, that me and my girlfriend are going to Oregon September 22nd, I think. 22nd. We're going to Oregon. We're going to drive down just saw it on YouTube and pictures and stuff. Gonna drive down the 101, the coast of Oregon, down into California. It's called, I think, the 101, coastal. I don't know what it's called. It's the 101. But we're gonna drive that way and see all the pretty sights and everything, and do some stopping. Go to the beach. Take a lot of pictures. I hope. Do a lot of things. I was joking where I said we probably gonna have to take some Tony Chachere's with us to season up the food, because I don't know what they put in their food over there, and we both like it to at least taste good. You know, we don't know what we're gonna be ordering or eating or anything, but 9 times out of 10 when we go somewhere and we fly, she's got little packets of Tony Chachere's. I told her, hell with that, we're gonna buy us a big bottle because we're gonna be gone for about 8 days. So it's a lot of food we gotta buy and eat. So we at least want it to taste good, but we're gonna travel the 101, but making memories. Them are the memories I'm talking about. I can afford to go there. I can afford to do that because I'm not paying a $2,000 rent or house note, and I'm not paying that $1,000 truck note. So before it's too late, do it. Go places. Go do things. You know, we drove to Arkansas a few months back. You know, we just had nothing to do. We just went. Guess what? I didn't see nothing in Arkansas that I wanted to see. I wound up in Branson, Missouri. Guess what I saw in Branson, Missouri? And again, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but for that to be a destination place, it must have been the destination for the 80s, because it was run down. I was shocked. When we got there, I just looked at it. I was like, people used to talk about coming here? And I've been to Vegas twice. I don't ever want to go back there, and it's beautiful. It just wasn't for me. We went to Vegas and went to the Grand Canyon. We left one morning at, say, at 8 o'clock. We drove to the Grand Canyon. It was forever away. We drove to it. We spent the day, and I think by the time we got back to the room, it was 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. So it was a 12-hour day. I mean, the Grand Canyon was beautiful, but I don't know how the heck. Oh, it came loose. I don't know how the heck you need to see that twice. You know, we didn't go down in it or anything, but we looked at it, took a bunch of pictures. It was beautiful. And we like all that side of the country. We go over there, and we've been to Bryce Canyon, Zion, Yellowstone. We've seen the geyser. We've seen all that stuff. If you get a chance, do it. I hope these videos are coming out. I'm sorry the light switched up on me. Hope you see me. This is Mark, Life My Way. Check it out. See you in a little bit. Cheap boat, cheap bait, cheap rocks. But I'm rich. All this, I'm rich. Can you see me? Told you I was a big guy. Yep, there I am. Is this okay? Can you see me here? I don't want the phone to get too hot. Can you hear me? I keep losing worms, so I put this little artificial bait on there. Walmart special. Oh no, I'm lying. I got that from Academy. At least let me catch a perch. Wouldn't y'all like to see me catch a little perch at least? I think about YouTube, I'll probably never get monetized or anything like that, but it don't matter. All this stuff will be on the internet forever. My kids will be able to look back at it and say, unfortunately, I don't think it's unfortunately, that's my dad rambling there. But guess what? He'll be able to show his kids, and his kids will be able to show his kids. And I think that's freaking awesome. I don't know I never met my great-grandparents or my grandparents, both. Well, I knew my mom's mom, but she died when she was like 87, I think. I knew her, but I never knew my mom's dad. But it was a different time. He died in the 60s. Hell, this is 2026. So when my son's kids are having kids, hopefully the YouTube will still be there. It might be called something else by then. Elon Musk will probably buy it out. But yeah, kids, Elon Musk, smart guy. In the future, SpaceX, Tesla, whole bunch of shit. He'd probably still be talking about Dogecoin back then. Well, then, in the future. But I think it's great. They're going to be like, what the heck was he doing fishing? Probably in the future, we might not be able to fish. So they better take advantage of it while they can. So who knows? There might not be no fish. This is Mark, Life My Way. Check it out. Have a great day. Go Tigers.